Hello, Ingrid.
Hello, John.
Good to
Hello,
see you again.
Stormtroopers.
Stormtroopers, yeah. How you been?
Good, thank you. Yeah, busy, but good.
Been training people today?
I have. I've just taught my first class of the day, which is leg bums and tums. I had 7 participants today. So
Lovely.
Friday can always be hit and miss. Tuesday's group, I normally get anything up to 15 people. So yeah, so that's my first one of the day. And then I was supposed to do a PT session for someone in my local park, but I decided to cancel because she had a COVID jab yesterday, or vaccine. So I decided, because at the moment we don't know anything about COVID, I said she needed 24-hour before training just to make sure she's okay.
Yeah.
Because one thing I've learned from other people with COVID vaccine, the immune system's kicking in, and then people are feeling slightly unwell.
Yeah.
So I
Just been having a conversation about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I cancelled that session and I said we'll book it for during the week and stuff. And then I have got back-to-back group personal training session, but virtual, up to, well, I get anything again from 1 up to 10 people virtual. So I've got a 4:15 session and a 7:15 session, and I've had a few people request a 6:15 session because they feel 7:15 is a bit late, and it works quite better for me actually, 6:15, because it means I don't have to keep working out till 8.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
So it works
Earlier
better.
finish.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Well, cheers for agreeing to do this today. Let me interview you. And I just thought basically the fact that you've overcome all the boundaries that have suddenly been presented to us all over the last year, and you've worked around it and you've used it to your own kind of benefit. Would be a real inspiration to the other guys that are finding themselves in similar circumstances. So I first wanted to ask you though, if we can go back, before you became a PT with us, just sort of give us an idea of what your life was like then, what you were doing, and the thought process, I guess.
Yeah. So my life before I started to become a PT, I was a finance manager, believe it or not. Worked in finance for Legal & General, and also I worked for Aegon, a company called Aegon. They're mainly Dutch insurance company. So I was a finance manager with Aegon, and then it came up that they wanted to move the business from Hove to move it up to Scotland. And they did offer me an opportunity to move up to Scotland with them and carry on. But I weighed up the option, which was, well, I've got no family up in Edinburgh. I struggle with childcare as it is being down here. So the only route was to take up redundancy. And then at the time, my husband was like, well, why don't you just do what you love? Because he calls me a gym freak. I've always been really, an active sports woman, I'll call it. So always doing running, doing marathons, half marathons. But also growing up, I did a lot of sports for school, for Sussex, for the police as well, police cadets, so I'd do some sports with them. So then I thought, well, yeah, I never really thought about it. And then my friends were like, you'd be really good as an instructor. We'll come to your class and stuff. So I thought, why not? So whilst my redundancy, they gave us, I think, 2 years or 2.5 years before they were going to close off the business and move it. During that 2 years, I decided, rather than sit there and mope and cry that, oh my God, I'm being made redundant, life is over, I decided I'm going to use it to my advantage to retrain. So I first of all just trained level 2 Music X, because I do love my Group X exercise. I mean, you'll see me in some of the clubs doing 20 classes a week. So I figured, hang on a minute, if I'm doing 20 classes a week, I can teach some of those classes and get paid. So I started off doing Music X first. And once I qualified Music X, I think it must have been 2017, 2018, can't quite remember. And then I started working, running 360 Gym on a Sunday, and I was teaching classes. And then one day, whilst I was working, somebody asked me, oh, do you PT? I'm like, oh, sorry, I don't. I'm only level 2 trained. And then I realized that one day I handed out 10 business cards of other PTs. I came home and I was like, hell no. Those 10 business cards, that's 10 clients, that could be my clients. So then my friend Emma Green, who I trained with when we did Music X together, she's also local from me. She was like, oh, I've just done a PT session with Storm Fitness. I'm like, oh, Storm Fitness, what are they then? They're like, oh, you know, the best in Southwick, around the corner from you. And I thought, no way. Because when I looked online, they were London, up north, this and that. So like, no, literally down the road from you. So Emma recommended Storm. And so I looked up Storm and I thought, oh, cool. And the price matched. Ooh, I could afford the price, the affordability option. And the fact that way I could walk to the Southwick Leisure Centre at the time to do my course and walk back even better. So then I signed up and that's how I started. So I was working in the industry already, was having Music X, teaching classes, and I was enjoying myself. And I wanted to go up that a bit more. And plus I'm a bit nosy. I like to learn different things and I like to progress my own developments. And I kept them in my mind, that those 10 business cards, those 10 clients, I want them back.
Yeah, absolutely. So, don't blame you. Good decision.
Yeah, so,
okay.
So that's why I trained. Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you. And then when you were actually doing your training with us, whether it was during or after, what point did you think that A, you'd made the right decision picking Storm, and B, that this was definitely a good career path for you?
I like the mixture of the learning. There was the face-to-face, there was the virtual, and I think because I'm very much show me and let me do it, but to learn to be able to do it, I like the fact there was the theory elements there and I could put theory into practice. And also meeting other people in the classroom from different parts of life was quite exciting. I like the energy that it had, the positivity of it. And bearing in mind, when I started, I discovered I was 8 weeks pregnant. Do not do the course if you're pregnant.
I remember.
So I didn't know I was pregnant. I started the course. 2 weeks in, I was like, I can't be 8 weeks pregnant. So that's my husband ringing. But I can't be pregnant, but I was determined to carry on and do the course. And I was determined to qualify in being a PT before the baby arrived. So that's when I thought, I looked at myself, I came home and I'm like, do you know what? I can do this. This is for me. So I like the theory side of it. I like the practical side of it. And just the helplessness of the staff. I think we had Mel in my group who we would go and ask questions to and things like that. So, which was great. So, yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. And now you're qualified. How different is your life compared to before you got qualified?
So before I got qualified, yes, I was very active involvement in sporting activity, gym, going to the gym and stuff. But I worked in office, and for some strange reason, I like the positivity that fitness brings to a person's life. When I worked in the office space, there was so much negativity in there. Negativity breeds negativity, and it brought me down too much. Now I'm in an industry where I'm happy, I feel relaxed, I'm giving something back to people. And obviously being in finance for 16 years, it was very money driven. You know, very money driven, very money related. I'll get thank you for, cards from customers about, oh, thank you for saving me X amount of money. Oh, my shares have made this amount of money. But now I see the joy in clients' faces, clients' family. I see the positivity. I get Christmas presents from clients. How's that? Amazing. Literally.
That's nice, isn't it?
I get happy birthday cards sent to me. I was 40 this month, and I got presents sent to me from clients going, happy birthday. It's crazy. I never got that when I worked in finance. You wouldn't have a client send you a birthday card. They wouldn't even know when your birthday is. But I love the fact that I'm changing people's life. I love the fact that I'm using my experience as a fitness coach, how exercise has impacted my own life. I mean, I lost my dad in 2016, and bereavements, it caused depression, anxiety, and the fact that being in the fitness industry, that helped me to deal with my issues, losing my dad and losing other relatives, with exercise to keep me balanced, and kind of thing. And with my fitness and with my clients, I'm able to bring that positivity and be a role model to them as well. Not only am I just a PT, to clients. I feel like since I'm a mum, I'm a sister, I'm a best friend, I'm a doctor, I'm a therapist. Crazy, literally.
Yeah.
So this role,
A lot of value for money there, isn't there?
It has a lot of value for money. It has a lot of responsibility. One thing I want to say to all the people that are training to be a PT is that, but you are a role model. You're the one who's advertising fitness. People are looking to you for advice. They're looking to you to fix them, not just physically, but mentally. Even if it's just like, do you know what? You did great. You're improving every day. Those little words, to them, it's a big thing, literally. So to me, you know, I wouldn't go back and do a finance job again. No, purely for the fact my mentality has changed, how to treat people and how to be yourself, and also being on the desk job. Even right now, if I'm studying, I can't sit there for an hour on a computer studying. I have to be up and down doing something. So yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. Yes, some great stuff there. The thing you said there about, like, you have that responsibility to be a role model for your clients, and I find that it adds another layer of accountability to yourself as well, being positive and being active and kind of being a decent person, because sometimes you have your down days, don't you? And you think, do you know what? It's not just about me today. It's about, like, it's very much like being a parent, isn't it? As a parent, you're like, you don't have the option to just give up and quit on life, do you? You got kids that you're responsible for, and it's a bit like that. When you're a trainer, it's like, actually you're responsible for kind of bringing other people up now. This is your role, so you haven't got the option to just throw in the towel. So I think it's a good thing for me anyway, personally. But that was brilliant. Thank you very much for that. The only last thing I'd like to ask you, actually, because you're very good at I was calling you a hustler the other day, wasn't I? You're very good at, like, if something's chucked at you, you'll figure out a way to work around it, smash through it, whatever. And what would be some advice you could give to other people that are struggling at them, like trainers that are struggling right now with this new way of life and kind of trying to adapt their business, perhaps?
So lockdown, I mean, who did not like lockdown? Lockdown, to me, I used it as what I call a free holiday, as I called it. I had to be at home with the kids, with a baby. It was by that time, Ezra was probably 3 months old when the first lockdown started. And I decided that I wasn't going to sit down and mope and cry, doom and gloom. No, you can't be miserable during lockdown. One thing I learned was that if, for example, a business is failing and then lockdown hits it, that business shouldn't blame lockdown for its failure. It's because you were failing before lockdown came. Most businesses kickstart during the pandemic, let's say. There are a lot of people that use the pandemic for their advantage. So, for example, during the pandemic, I do craft. I decided to make face masks. And instead of selling them £5, £7, no, I decided that we were all in it together. I'm going to make this face mask. I'm going to put a table outside my door, put face mask for sale, £2.50, adults and kids. For every face mask I made, inside the bag, I put in my business card. I also posted it on my Facebook page and got everybody else, my friends, to share it. Now, believe it or not, I made £3.5 on selling face masks, just shoving a table on my doorstep.
Nice.
At that time, I had done 100 business cards of Vista prints because there was a special deal. They had 100 for like $5.99. So I thought, put it in. Surprising enough, I was able to give out all those business cards, all 100, all gone in the first lockdown. And then I had to order some more. So now, and then I ordered 250. Then I did a poster, put a poster for I'm a PT outside my house and everything. So then I decided, okay, now I've done that, see if I can offer some deals. So I posted again on my PT page, 5 PT sessions, £99 as a kickstart. Because some people were thinking, oh, I never exercise, I don't know how I'm going to get on with it. No, by doing it 5 for £99 a kickstart, so that's 5 sessions, I knew I was going to get more out of that 5 session. So during the first lockdown, I made £1,000 from PTing.
Nice.
That's how good it was. And then for my clients that I had on my books, I said to them, if you introduce somebody to me, you get a free PT session. From one person, I got 3 people. Again, more money adding on. And then I decided, okay, I didn't want to lose these clients. I worked them on a 3 months plan and stuff. So I think by that time I had about 5 clients. I don't want to lose them. So I thought, okay, I need to offer them something else. Because see, now lockdown, we can't socialize. And at one point, I think you couldn't train outside or something like that.
Yeah.
So I thought, do virtual. So I'm like, okay, let's do virtual. Leg bumps and tams, Zumba, HIIT, anything. Charge £4 per person. And that just built up. Now, I'm not saying everybody should go virtual or whatever, because you need a space to do virtual. You can do it from, I think from the first lockdown, Wi-Fi issues, technology, I was teaching them in my bedroom, and you could hear, I opened all the windows because the weather was nice, so the neighbors could hear. So another free advertisement, people walking up and down, walking dogs, going, what the heck's she doing? My board is outside saying, I'm a PT, come and see me. I put posters up on my window on the cars to say on my Facebook page saying classes, virtual classes, £4 a session, PT session outside, you know, and public spaces as well for £99. So gradually I was able to build up and still have an earning, because let's face it, if you're teaching classes, you're not getting paid because there's no classes happening. However, you can still earn through PTing outdoors and also doing virtual stuff. Yes, virtual stuff is still little, but word will build up gradually and stuff. So now I do, I think, 6 virtual classes a week that I do. So which is, you know, to me, it's a good money earner. I'm getting what, £400 or £500 a month. So it's making me money. And then on top of that, with my one-to-one PT outdoors. And another thing I decided as well, when clients were going, oh, I don't feel comfortable in a public space, when we could go to people's houses, I'll say, I'll come to your house and train you in your garden. I'll wear my visor and face mask and then do it that way. So I wasn't scared. So again, people saying, oh, but I've got no equipment, I've got nothing. I've got a mat, a skipping rope, I've got a couple of dumbbells, I've got a kettlebell, and I've got some bands. 5 equipment. You can do so much with it. You can pick up some of these equipments from anywhere. A mat at Tesco, £4.99. The bands, I paid £2.99 for a couple of them, TK Maxx or something. Argos, Amazon, eBay. Kettlebells, dumbbells, again, you can pick up. If you don't have them, get the clients to use counterfeit beans, you know, chickpeas, whatever. I'm doing my shopping list now. Chopped tomatoes, anything. You can use a football, a child's football can become something to use and stuff. Find a way to modify the exercise for the clients to feel happy and stuff like that. So yes, I'm exhausted because I've worked through all the entire lockdown. I could do with a break, but at the same time, I've kept people going. And now here's another trick. When all this is over, people are going to look to us. There's going to be a lot of people depressed. There's going to be a lot of people who are obese. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to need advice on how to eat healthily. And if you can get yourself in a stage where you're, what do you call it, gym ready or PT ready, as soon as those clubs open, you're there. Because another thing I did as some advice, when I qualified, I did my CV. It looked at 30-mile radius, 20-mile radius, how many gyms were out there. I did a global emailed all these gyms about who am I, what I teach, could I be on the cover list, have they got any jobs going. If I didn't get a response, I took a backpack on my back, went running with all my CV, dropped them on. My card attached, my CV, dropped them on all these gyms. One way or another, one of them or even 2 of them will need a PT. Or will need a music X or finish, will need spin instructor, kettlebell instructor, leg bumps and tums, body conditioning, anything. So don't be afraid to have a go. Don't be afraid to, what's the word I'm trying to find? To excel yourself. Dream big. You can't sit there and mope, oh, I've got no clients, oh, I've got this. The reason you've got no clients because you're not giving yourself the opportunity to go and find clients. Most of you who are working on the gym floor, don't be afraid to chat to clients. How many of you probably, if you're working on the Tuesday or Thursday, how many of you know the names of, let's say, some of the clients that come and work at the gym in a space of 2 hours? Learn the client's name, learn the gym member's name, get involved, get to know them, banter. That's how it builds up. Don't be afraid to correct a mistake as you're walking around the gym floor. Some people will thank you for it, and then tell them why you're correcting them, i.e. you can avoid neck injury. If you do this, you're going to injure yourself, which means it's going to mess up your training plan. People love those kind of stuff. Or give them some ideas. For example, when I see people using battle ropes in the gym, I'll go, oh, want to challenge yourself a bit more. Stand on the balls you for a bit of balance. Now use battle rope. You're using stomach muscles, bend the legs, things like that. So people love it. Absolutely love it. Don't be afraid to, if you're in the gym, don't be afraid to go to someone, oh, do you know what? You're doing really well. Let me help you out. 15 minutes free PT session. They're looking at, they may not book you, but somebody else is watching you, watching what you're doing, could go, oh, they're PT. I'm liking what they're seeing. They will come and talk to you at the front desk. Have your arms open to receive these guests, to receive these clients. That's the best advice I can give anyone.
That was brilliant. Absolutely spot on there. The kind of key message or take home that I was getting from all of that was like the word tenacity and the fact that, you know, don't just sit around and wait for clients to come to you. Don't just sit around and wait for someone to hand you some money to get you through this lockdown period. It's just take action. And there's that old expression, isn't there? That the harder I work, the luckier I get. And there's definitely an element of that, isn't there? Like that,
and also don't be afraid to fail. If you try something and you fail, learn from the failure. Don't put yourself down and go, oh, I failed, I'm going to leave it now. No. Learn from why you failed in the first place. What could you do differently to change it up? Could it be, okay, maybe my tone of voice was too pushy, or maybe I was too authoritarian, or I need to change that a bit, or self-image, anything like that. Or did I approach him in the wrong way? Those kind of stuff. I mean, another example, when I'm out and about in buses, hairdressers, train, anything, don't be afraid to have your business cards in hand. I have my business cards in my baby bag, my handbag, and my gym bag. I've even got my business cards in my car. You never know when you're going out and about, especially now in lockdown, you're going out and about, walking, running, somebody could easily go, oh, hello there, how are you? I recognize you from so. Somebody said you're a PT, you got your card. And you go, I have got my card, but it's at home. No, yes, I do. Here it is. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Things like that.
Nice, I like it. Very, very useful tips there that people can definitely take on. And if anything, just be inspired by your energy and enthusiasm. Have you got one of those cards? Can I get one now?
You can have one, John.
Thank you. That's great.
There's
Cheers.
my card.
There you go.
There's my card. So I've also got my Facebook page, which is I'm Fitness Personal Training Facebook group. And at the moment, we are going for a 6 weeks sugar-free challenge. We are group 2. So in there, we talked about what is sugar, why we love it so much, why we don't. Some advice on breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks that are sugar-free. And also, we looking at things on mental health. So last week, we finished a week on talking about mental health, how we can help ourselves with mental health. This week, I'm drawing in from, again, my mental health course day about mental health and exercise, how that can help us. And then some recipes on there on how to cook things. So I think I did some digestive biscuits, sugar-free digestive biscuits. They are delicious. Trust me. I can't stop eating them.
We'll put a link to your website because I'll upload this to YouTube. So we'll put a link in the comments for anyone. Perfect. So when they watch this, they can click on it and check that out.
Yeah, I'll send you the picture and send you the name.
Do that, yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
So that's what we're doing on there. So
that's fantastic. Thank you so much for doing that.
You're welcome. So to all the stormtroopers out there which are going through the PT course or level 2 course with Stormtroop, I wish you all the best of luck with your course, and may you finish before lockdown happens so you're ready to attack the world out there with your positivity and your fitness world out there. But all the best of luck to everyone.
Thank you, Ingrid.